Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to the Korean Cowboys podcast. My name is Aaron.
And my name is Joel, and we are here today to help you better your lives because we have been living by ourselves for a long time, and it is a very sad situation. But we figured out the way to live. So, Aaron, what are we going to let our people know today? The yeehaws.
Yes, the yeehaws asked us to cover this topic. Tips for when living alone.
자취하는 꿀팁.
Yes.
And you know, I have been 독립해 for a long time, since I was 18, which is more years than I'd like to count, to be honest. But and you've been living by yourself for a while too now. So things that we've learned over the years, or that we've been taught, that kind of make life just a little bit easier, as the bills drain your bank account.
Yes.
So
before we get into the topic, I'm gonna say I like your look today.
I do. You know what? So listen. I got this clover. I got a matching hat shirt set. I'm clutching my pearls. This is a whole look, honey. I can't even. Woo. Yeah, but
I'm not even gonna say what I said off camera. But I like your look.
No. Okay, guys, let me see. If you guys like my look, please leave a comment down below and tell me that you like it. If you think Aaron is wrong and that I look pretty cute today. Now, if you don't think that I look cute, keep your comments to yourself, because I don't want to hear them. So, but we're not talking about my look today. We're talking about good tips for living by yourself, and a lot of these are kind of under the radar tips. Like you wouldn't be able to find them just looking up on Reddit or on these other sites. So, because when we were searching this up, Aaron was like, "What about keeping a fire extinguisher near your kitchen?" And I'm like, "Well, duh." But that's like a very, like, change the batteries in your smoke detector. Yes, these are all obvious ones, but these are kind of like tips that we've learned over the years of living by ourselves.
We'll get straight into our tips. The first one is something that I actually do a lot, is reuse plastic bags. So I know a lot of people these days, they order a lot of delivery, right? And a lot of people tend to just throw away those bags. I actually like to save those and use them for later on food trash, or or where I keep my bottles in, or I like to reuse plastic bags. So I think saving them is always a good thing.
Right. And I think it's important to, first of all, establish what food trash is, because in different countries like the States, you don't really have that. So food trash in Korea, it's not like in America, for example, where you have like a grinder in your sink that you can just put your food trash down,
like a garbage disposal.
Like a garbage disposal. They don't really have that here. So what you do instead is you collect all the food trash, the organic material from food, and you have to throw it away separately from regular trash and recycling.
Yes.
So depending on where you live, if you live in an apartment, you have to take it down into this machine that they have
for food waste
that they have down in the trash area.
Yes.
If you live in like a villa or in an office tel or something like that, then you have to put into specially marked bags that are specifically for food trash, and then you have to take it down into these trash cans that are used specifically for food trash.
Yes.
And listen, if you live in Korea, you'll know that when those trucks pass by, it'll stink up the whole neighborhood.
Yep.
It smells really bad. But that's kind of how the food trash system works. So that's what he's talking about.
Yes.
For me, when I use reuse bags, like sometimes, for example, like I cook a bunch of eggs or something. There's like eggshells. I don't want to put that into my regular trash bag. Right. I like to put it into another bag first and then put it into the trash bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't have to throw away pinir or plastic bags separately. In a lot of apartment complexes, you do.
Yep.
But I don't have to. So you like to use them for that, or just like use them to store stuff or whatever. So
smart.
You can also prevent a lot of bugs, because if you just throw your like eggshells or something, or chicken bones into the trash, regular trash, it can start to make bugs. But if you put it into another bag first, tie it up, and then throw it into the trash, it won't make you won't have a bug problem.
Yeah.
So
I firsthand got to experience that bug problem. When I first moved out by myself, I think I had chicken or something like the night before, and I forgot to throw it out, and I just left like the bones like on the counter. And I went overseas, I think, for like 2-3 days. And I come back, and my house was infested with maggots and flies all over the place.
Yeah. Especially in the summertime, you're going to want to get rid of them bones.
It was the summertime, yeah. It was wild, guys. I spent literally like 12 hours catching flies and throwing maggots away and, like scrubbing down the counters. It was crazy.
If you're not careful, your house will look like the Louisiana Bayou with all them gnats flying around your house. You don't want to deal with that. So, utilize plastic bags. Although think of the sea turtles, if you can avoid plastic bags altogether, you just avoid them. But
of course,
I mean, but sometimes you're gonna need them. So yeah, be very careful and be very resourceful when using plastic bags.
Yes.
Now here's a hot tip. I don't know if you used to do this before I taught you this, but I mean, did I teach you this?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, freeze your umshik siregi or your food trash in the freezer, because at the end of the day, it's just food still. So you can freeze it inside of the food trash bags, and then you just, until you can fill it up, you just keep it in the freezer. It prevents odors. It prevents bugs. And I want to shout out to Amber for teaching me how to do that, because I had no idea how to do that before.
Yeah.
She's the one that taught me how to do that. So yeah, it's really, really, really convenient, because I've seen some people that just use the food trash bags for every time they eat. Like even if there's just a little bit of food trash, they'll just fill it up however much they need to throw away, and they'll just throw it away.
And those bags are expensive too.
Yeah, and they're expensive. I can buy 10 for, I think, 5,000원, which is like $5,
yeah,
something like that. It's they're expensive.
And they're like super tiny too, but I mean, like Joel said, every time you eat, you don't throw in, fill it up halfway and then go out and throw it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like a waste of money and a waste of the bag. So I think it's better that way, just to save money on bags, like you said.
Smells. It prevents, because once it's frozen, it doesn't smell like anything.
Yeah, and also like for the people that have just their food waste on the counters and stuff, it smells.
Yeah,
especially in the summers. So definitely. If you guys haven't tried it, maybe try it out. I have like a small compartment that I keep in my freezer just for the food waste.
Just to, because some people are like, oh, that's dirty. But no, it's really just the food, really.
And also, for the people that say it's dirty or whatever, you can tie the bag up before you throw it in the freezer. You know what I mean? So everything's contained in the bag.
Yeah. I mean, it's a plastic bag. So yeah, good tip.
Yes.
In case your freezer for some reason does stink, my dad actually taught me this. You get a box or a container of baking soda. And if you put it in the freezer, it will absorb a lot of the odors from foods, or from, sometimes you get freezer smell. Yeah. Sometimes it smells weird and metallic-y, or taste it. Sometimes it leaks into the food too. You can avoid that by putting a box or a big container of baking soda into your freezer. It will absorb all of the bad odors, and you just replace it every couple months to keep all your food smelling and tasting fresh.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, you should definitely look into it, because even right now in my freezer, I have the exact same thing.
Interesting.
I keep it in there. You can get it for some ton on a Daiso, or it's cheap.
Another one that we have: don't get lazy and throw your food waste in. I guess in Korea we have what's called 일반 쓰레기.
Just general trash stuff.
General trash. Do not throw it in there, because you will be fined.
Yes.
Doing that. I've never been fined. Apparently he has.
I have been fined, and this was 2 months ago, 3 months ago, maybe. I was livid. I was so mad. So I had chicken. And I accidentally, I guess, when I finished the chicken, you throw the bones into the trash, right? And I accidentally threw the mu, which is the little radishes that come when you eat chicken, into there as well. And I did not know. And then actually my manager came to pick me up, and as I was going out, there were these two ladies going through my trash, and I was like, what are they doing? And then I came back home from my schedule, and I got this big notice on my door. It was like, you need to call this number because you have violated the food trash bill or whatever. And it was $100 for the first offense. Oh, and it builds. It's 100, 200, 500, 1,000. It's really, really expensive. So just stay mindful. It was an honest mistake on my part, but it was a very expensive mistake. I tried to talk my way out of it, but it didn't work.
But also, for our foreign viewers, you guys might not know, but Korea is very, very uptight on the whole recycling thing. Yeah, you have to recycle in Korea. So.
Yes, I mean, listen, it's for the betterment of the world. We're trying to save the sea turtles and everything, but you're gonna want to be very conscious when you are doing food trash or any trash in general. We're talking about trash a lot today.
Because I feel like it's such a big thing while living in Korea. Mm-hmm. In America, honestly, you just throw anything in the trash bag.
Yeah, people are throwing whole birthday cakes in the trash, and I'm like, wait a minute, this seems wrong. When I go back now, it's so weird. I'm like, what?
What? Yeah, it's a little weird, but
some of that birthday cake, dang.
I think recycling, if you guys can get into the habit of recycling, also living by yourself, I think that's also a good tip, is recycle your stuff. It's good for the planet. Yeah,
when I was little, I used to go out and collect cans, and you used to be able to get money for them. I don't know if you can still do that, but I mean, listen, if you want to get into that not hobby, but that habit of like recycling, maybe you can like, if you have a dedicated recycling center near you, maybe you can like, get some pocket change or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so save your bottle caps, guys. That's what I do.
Is that a thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to his house and he's got this ginormous receptacle of bottle caps. I'm like, what is all that for?
Yeah, I have like thousands of bottle caps just sitting around, guys.
He looks like a hoarder, but it's okay.
I gotta go and take it in someday, but yeah.
Yeah. That's a good tip though. Yeah, be very careful about your food trash, please.
Yes. The next tip that we have for you guys, it's kind of like meal prepping, but if you pre-freeze your meals, you can just microwave them and eat them whenever you want. The shelf life, I guess, it stays fresh for like way longer.
Yeah.
As well if you freeze it. So yeah, it's a smart tip.
Yeah, I made a vat of beans, like boiled beans, and I just froze them all. I also freeze a lot of pastas. I also freeze rice. So like sometimes, especially if I'm on a diet, I'll just make everything in advance. Like I'll make this huge, inordinate amount of food, and then I'll just put them into like little Tupperwares, and I'll just fill my freezer up with them. And then whenever I'm, too lazy to cook or something, I'll just pull one out, throw it in the microwave, 돌려 it, and then eat it. And it's really simple.
Honestly, frozen rice is good too. I like frozen rice. Don't put them in the fridge, put them in the freezer.
Yeah, and it's really easy to portion too, because a Tupperware can only hold so much.
Yes.
So it's really easy to portion for those of you who are, trying to take care of your waistline.
Yes, sir. Next tip.
Okay, the next tip. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm having this problem these days, and it's really annoying the hell out of me. And that is drain flies. They are annoying the hell out of me because, especially if you live in a villa like I do. Yeah, I live in a villa. So the thing with the villa is that all of the particular buildings pipelines and everything are all connected. And when it rains a lot, like during 장마 or something, a lot of water travels, and a lot of the time they'll carry a lot of waste stuff throughout the pipes, and it will get stuck, and then it will allow drain flies to actually start breeding, and they'll fly up through the drains and go into your bathroom, which is driving me crazy. Like I'm having a really big problem with them right now. But hot tip for that is to boil water and put some vinegar in it or baking soda. You can do either of them, and you pour it into your drain every day until it washes away all of the stuff that's collected because of the traveling water.
All the gunk.
The gunk, yeah. And it will also, if it's boiling water, it'll kill the eggs.
Yeah.
So you can get rid of drain flies like that. And I don't think it's much of a problem if you live in an apartment, but I think if you live in like a villa or something that's still connected to the old sewage system, it is a good tip to avoid all of those annoying drain fly bugs, because they will literally overtake your bathroom if you're not careful. Like they'll be really quick to breed and just annoy the hell out of you.
Yeah, but also just keeping your pipes and your drains clean. Like I would say maybe once every week or once every 2 weeks, like buy Drano or whatever you want to buy and just flush it down. Like keeping your pipes clean and stuff, like in the long run is gonna help you, because sometimes you might run into like a clogging problem, you know, because you haven't kept your pipes clean. So yeah, like Joel said, vinegar with hot water or baking soda or Drano, whatever your choice is.
And also, if you do happen to use them on your sink or your toilet, do not use boiling water for either of those, because it will crack the ceramic and your toilet will break and fall apart. It hasn't happened to me, but I've seen it happen. So do not pour boiling water. You can pour like lukewarm to hot water down your sink or your toilet, but do not use boiling water, because you will have a very expensive problem on your hands.
Interesting.
Yeah, don't do that.
Turn off electronics when you leave. The bills will get you.
Yes. Part of adulting, bills. They suck, but they are unfortunately a part of life. And you will be surprised how quickly money will build up in your bills. So definitely take care to turn off, especially your AC. Turn that off, because if you leave that on,
what?
Don't fight me today.
What? Especially the AC.
You're gonna catch hands, homie.
What are you talking about?
You play too much. But especially your air conditioner, or if you also use your ondor or your heating system with the gas, that will add up so fast.
Yes.
You be conscious of it sometimes. And I accidentally leave the AC or the ondor on, and when I get the gas or the electricity bill, woo, Lord have mercy, I'd be regretting. Take care to remember your electricity and your gas usage.
Like
Very
when I
important.
leave the house, I have all my electronics off. The only thing I don't have off is the TV, and that's for Gulsun to watch.
Okay.
Because I don't
fair
want her to
enough.
be bored, you know, in the house by herself when I'm at work or something.
Implying that she speaks English or Korean. But anyway.
who knows? Maybe she's both.
She's a smart doggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to want to definitely...
Be conscious of like, you know, keeping your electronics on when you leave the house.
Yes. I'm going to ask you an honest question. How often do you daechongsu? Be honest.
Once a week.
Do you really though?
Yeah.
Like move all the furniture and like do all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once a week.
All right, fair enough. So what I'm gonna say is that daechongso or thoroughly cleaning your home should be done once a week. Because if you do it not often enough, then it can really overtake you. And if you tend to be a little bit sensitive to like dust and stuff like that, it'll build up before you even know it, and it becomes way harder to clean once it's all started to add up and like, you know, things are really out of control. And you would think that cleaning your house would not take that long, but doing
It takes a while.
Yeah, doing a thorough daechongsu or like a thorough cleaning of your home, you know, organizing, dusting, all that stuff, it can take a while.
Yep.
So better to just invest a little bit more time weekly than to invest day or days at some point. You know, don't let it overtake you. Keep it under control.
But I also think like, you know, like having like a huge cleaning day every week is important too. But I think throughout the week, just like tidying up is also, I think, important to, you know, like make your workload, I guess, less at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for me, for example, like I hate having my house look really, you know, messy. So like even my room, like I don't necessarily have to because I live alone. So there's no reason for me to have to fold my blankets and covers and stuff, but I do that. It gives the illusion, not that it's not clean, but no, but it gives the impression to myself, you know, it makes me feel better that I come home and like everything's folded.
Like everything's folded and stuff. Yeah, of course.
So yeah, just stay on top of it basically.
Yeah, stay on top of the cleaning.
You're definitely going to want to know this one, especially if you live in a smaller home.
Yes, especially.
Wash your sheet.
What? I didn't do anything.
여러분, 어떻게 해야 될까요?
Especially what?
Okay, so all right, yeah, wash your sheets and your pillowcases often. The smell can eventually make your room smell.
Yes.
You know, especially in the summer. Like, you know, I mean, it is important because
I'm listening.
oh, look, you're no bathing beauty. Let's calm down now.
I'm listening.
Anyway, so you know, as you sleep, you know, just because you took a shower doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to sweat, especially in the summertime, or that you're not going to, your natural body oils. Look, he's talking around like he's an angel, but he's not.
No, because you keep saying especially.
Especially.
Yeah, there you go.
How is this just a problem now? I've been saying this forever.
I know.
It's a habit. Listen. Yeah, so yeah, wash your sheets and your pillowcases often because it will eventually make your room smell funky. So you're going to want to wash it once or twice a week, you know. Keep it fresh.
But not just that, it's also the smell too. But like Joel said, like even if you shower and go to sleep, you know, you sweat in your sleep. You know, you can also get greasy or whatever. And like if you have that all over your pillowcases, this is a tip that I learned while being an idol. But people used to tell me like if you're breaking out and stuff, maybe wash your pillowcases.
Oh yeah, no, I learned the same thing. I used to put a towel on top of my pillow. Like sometimes if I wasn't able to wash it or something, because like I wouldn't want to like my face to rest on, you know, a dirty surface, you know, germs.
But yeah, no, I think it's also like a beauty tip as well.
Yeah, no. So listen, it's a 2-in-1. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get good skin and good smells.
There you go. Another tip that could be related to that is your laundry. Don't let it overtake you because sometimes. Oh, that's the thing. In Korea, a lot of people don't have 건조기 or a dryer, right?
Right.
So you have to dry it on these drying racks. And sometimes I forget, when I'm really busy, I forget to do my laundry. And then I have to hang everything up at once and there's not enough spots. So I'm like hanging on random places in my room. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, try to stay on top of your laundry. I mean, this is common sense stuff, but you'd be surprised when you live alone how busy you are. You can catch up to you real fast. So
I mean, I think most of our tips are just, you know, I guess about cleanliness.
Yeah. Don't be dirty, basically.
Yeah, don't be dirty, basically, guys. You know, take out your food trash at the proper times, you know, do your laundry on time.
Yeah.
Clean your house.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I feel like a lot of our tips are just like things that people will know anyways.
Right. I mean, we could have told them like, oh, well, you know, keep your fire extinguisher or like, you know, don't leave your stove on when you're not home or stuff like. I mean, you shouldn't do any of that.
Here's another tip: if you guys are having a hard time opening a jar, use a rubber band to open it. rubber band. Put the rubber band on like the top and then twist it, because sometimes if your hands are slippery, it's hard to get like that friction on like the lid of the jar. But if you have a rubber band on it, the rubber band's not gonna slide. So, it's easier to open a jar with a rubber band.
Well, I go to the gym, so I don't need to worry about that one. You should probably go.
Yeah,
because rubber bands.
When we used to live together, like he would have like
no, we're getting off on
hard
tangents.
times opening jar. Anyways, guys,
did I don't remember this.
I can't open this water bottle. Can you help me?
I was just trying to make him feel good. I'm like, well, listen, Aaron's feeling down. Let me make him feel really strong.
Sure.
Yeah, but those are our tips for today. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this episode because I was like, listen, I get to share about how I adult in real life. I don't know. I mean, listen, it's fun to talk about.
That's how you know we're getting old, because we're talking about cleaning houses and we're like enjoying it.
No, seriously. Like, I actually thoroughly enjoy it. I open the I wake up on Sunday and I'm like, I open the blinds. I'm like, time to clean. And then, I'm like, I turn on like some Mary J. Blige or something. I'm like, cleaning. It's fun. But yeah. Also, I think both of us are actually wondering if you have any other cool tips for living by yourself.
Yes.
Leave comments down below, because a lot of these ones, I actually learned from other people. So if you have some cool tips, please let us know. 좋은 자취하는 꿀팁 있으시면 저 밑에서 댓글로 알려주세요. 너무 궁금해가지고. We hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you guys have any other topics you would like for us to cover, we'll definitely consider it. So leave them down below. 추천해주세요.
Yes.
주제.
Another week of cleaning, and we will see you guys here at the same spot.
Yes, we're gonna dust off the studio again next week. So, all right, we'll see you guys next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.
Yes, sir. Let's do our sign off.
Okay.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yeehaw!
Bye-bye,
Stay clean,
guys.